Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? 95-56.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Completes it to Dixon. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky. Whoa. Sit opposite.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
95-56.
Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Spot that.
Check, 47. Blue down. Kill. Ship.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the Saints first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
You're good, you're good. That's 4, ready. Nice shot.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it first and goal at the 6. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
It's a game of 18.
Let's go. Let's do this.
First and 10 at the 43.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Buddy up. 54, right there. 54, Mike. That's one.
Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. And his first throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and now it's 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through. He's got a man, complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wilson throwing again. His throw incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Who's the team? 47's the mic. Switch.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Sheldon Rankins able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
21.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check, 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 check. 36, 36.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the 44. Wilson, it's caught right side. Dixon. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
It's fourth down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Ginn's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Ready?
Breeze now on first down. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Incomplete, right side to Cook. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. On play action, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now, Breeze again. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he takes it across and into the... Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it with Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now it's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, Trump. And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks. They're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Brees going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin on the ground with Kamara. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from.
He's got it at the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end, but feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Breeze. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.